Hey guys, it's Gunty here from Outdoorphoto, and today we're just going to have a quick look at the Luxceo products and how you can incorporate flash and constant lighting into a portrait shoot. Hey guys, let's check it out. This is a creative thing that we've been doing for a couple of years and playing around with it. We've got a couple of cameras set up here on different angles, so you're going to see all the behind the scenes and everything else. We've got two Luxceo lights over there, the 120 centimeter tube lights, set up to different colors. We've got a Outdoorphoto B10 with a Magmod strip box at the top there, and we've got a Luxceo light so that you can actually see me in this dark space. Currently using a Canon R5 with the 70-200 to take these portraits. We've got the Nikon Z5 II and the Z6 III set up to do video in the background, and this is currently being recorded on an R6 Mark II. Let's check it out. What we're going to try and do here, and it does take a while to get it set up and kind of go through the motions, get that relationship built up with your model as well, or your subject, in terms of what you're expecting from them. So you can show them a couple of samples of this, but the whole intention here is that we actually marked out a stripe on the floor with gaffer tape, just so that she also has a guideline of where she needs to move in. From there, we've got the light set up and we're going to shoot a long exposure for portraits. Now, it sounds insane and crazy and it all sounds wrong because I've got a subject that's going to be moving around. So the short concept around this, flash is going to go off. That's going to expose the first image in my single image. She's going to move, and she moves into a different pose where the constant lighting is going to do the rest of the job for us. So again, we're going to try and overpower the color effect that we've got with the Outdoorphoto B10, and then we've got the colored lights to give a ghosting effect in the background. So let's check it out. Settings that I'm currently using, I'm at f10, I've 200 ISO, and I've got 2-second exposure. So simply by focusing on her eye, we've had a couple of tests here, we've already had a couple of laughs, and we'll most likely have a couple more laughs. But in doing this, focus on the eye, she knows as soon as that flash goes off, she needs to move and hold a second pose. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. Bam, there we go. Now, looking at this image, and we'll put it up on the screen, we can see we've got that good exposure on the one side. It's a little bit dark. We can move the flash around depending on what we want to do. We can change the pose of the model, or we can intensify the power output on that specific light. So I'm going to bump it up by one full power stop, and then we're going to do the same thing, just slightly looking up towards the light. There we go, that's perfect. 3, 2, 1. The flash goes off, she moves and goes into a second pose. So it moves her from where the flash freezes her in the image. We're going to bump it up one more on that flash. So it isn't a quick setup. You have to have somebody with a bit of patience. No, Yolandi? Lots of patience. But the end result is really pretty amazing, and it's something really lacquer to play with. Right, slight bit of movement when she went to that second pose looking back. But again, I'm fiddling around with settings. She's trying to find a good pose. We're going to find the rhythm here. It takes a little while, but we'll get there. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ideal situation here is that you actually want to use a cable release. Anything that's set up on a tripod, image stabilizer off if you're going above 1 second, so that it doesn't counteract against what you're trying to do and the stability that you get here. I'm currently just using the shutter, but I'm trying to have as little as possible camera shake in pressing that shutter. So other ways that you can do it is, net is good. 3, 2, 1. Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So I want just a little bit more light right in her face. Looking at that image, I just want that little bit more crispness and how she moves into the second pose. I think if you look out more towards camera left on this side, I think we'll just, that's going to be perfect. So let's try it again. We're going to bump up the power output on that flash by 1, maybe let's push it 2 up. Oh, that's awesome. I think do that, looking in that direction. When you move, looking camera right. All right, 3, 2, 1. And just want to have a look. I'm still not 100% happy with the light output that I've got here. So I've got a couple of options. I can move the light slightly closer. Obviously with the inverse square law of light, we have our advantages in how much light falls off and where it falls off to. Right, so in this shot, I'm going to try and get her. We haven't got that box in the frame. We're just doing a test shot, so again, need you to move on the flash. That is much better. So you can see by the initial lighting, we freeze her in that frame. So let's just recheck everything here. If we go into our settings, we want Kelvin, because we have control over the power, light output, and the white balance over that. I'm at 5,600 because that's what a ProPhoto delivers. We want to go with standard picture styles. We don't want funny colors. We've already got creative colors coming in from the Luxceo lights. You can change it. You can change that to 5,600 Kelvin on that light. It's an RGB light, so that'll give you a similar effect. We can actually do a couple of those in a second, but again, we're just trying to find that sweet spot between all these settings. Let's try that again. Okay guys, so what we're going to do, we're just going to change some of the lighting up quickly. We've got a warm white light set up here. We're going to still use a blue on the other side. We can change to whatever colors we want. That's the wonders of RGB lights. But that's going to give us the constant light. Flash obviously overpowering the constant light, freezing Yolandi in the frame, and then we're going to get that cool to warm light effect. So we're going to ask her, look moody, look grumpy, look cold, and then transition into a happy, sunny person. We got it, done. And that, guys, is how you can set up long exposures and do something creative. Play around with it. Use constant lighting in your flash shoots. There are so many different ways to skin a cat. That's what I always try and tell people. But you need to go out and go and play and try these things. You will be able to use these kinds of things in your corporate shoots or even landscapes or anything else. The more you go out, the more you play, the more you experiment with these kinds of things, the more you'll be able to apply it in the practice out there in your photography. Guys, check out this, check out the channel, hit like and subscribe, all those little things, and give us a drop in the comments what you think about these shots, what you think about the process. Have you tried something like this before? Or are there any other tutorials you would like to have more information on? We look forward to hearing from you guys and see you on the other side. Cheers. Nog enetjie.